Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, later on tonight, we have New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley in San Jose, California. It'll be on Thriller TV and on NJPW World. That's where I'll be watching it at. $9.99 a month. You got Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, now Battle in the Valley. Also throw in New Year's Dash in there. So this is the fourth New Japan show in 11 days. Can't wait. It's going to be a really good show. I think we have some good matches on here. I think we have the ability to have a really dominant show, but not have all of the main roster in New Japan. More the New Japan Strong roster. So first match, we have Fred Rosser and Matt Vandagriff taking on TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, and Shane Hasty. Now, these two teams faced off in a six-man tag at Strong Style Evolved, where TMDK got the win. So I think here you're going to see Fred Rosser and Matt Vandagriff get the win on this one, kind of start to show off with more of a fan favorites winning. Next up, we have Hiromu Takahashi, Iwatani, and Yuka Sakazaki taking on House of Torture's Evil and Show and Sumie Sakai. Now, this is a six-person tag team match. This is Sumie Sakai's retirement match. So it looks like after this match, she'll be retiring from a long championship reign career. She's 53 years old. Been in the business since 1997, has won multiple titles throughout the industry. She was the inaugural Women of Honor Women's Champion. She won a couple tournaments in Ring of Honor. She was Spark Joshi World Champion. She was DDT Ironman Heavyweight Champion. She was All Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. So yeah, she's held numerous championships throughout the world, kind of that leader of the current generation of women. Kind of, we went from some of the women, the Playboy Bunny era, the Diva era. She would kind of transcended the world of wrestling at that time, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and stuff. So seeing her go out in a retirement match, I think she goes out with a win. So I think House of Torture with Evil and Show win this match. Next up, we have the trilogy of Zack Sabre Jr. and Hikaru and Zack Sabre. This will be their third singles match. The first one was last year, June 22nd, 2024, in CMLL, where Hikaru won. They had a tag match at Fantastica Mania 2024, which Venus and Hikaru won. They had another singles match at August 24th, 2024 at Red Pro's 12th anniversary, where Zack Sabre Jr. won. So this is this match almost should have been an Oral Dynasty, because you had the CMLL piece, you had the Red Pro piece, now you have the New Japan piece. So and you had their combo show. So now you kind of have who's going to win 2 out of the 3. Now, if it wasn't the fact that Zack Sabre Jr. was IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, I would say Hikaru would win this. But the fact that Sabre Jr. is IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, he was when he beat him at Red Pro as well. I think Zack Sabre Jr. wins this and wins the trilogy. I hope these guys have more matches, because these have been some really fun matches. I didn't get to see the CMLL one, but I've seen the other two. Matches of the year candidates, for sure. Next up, we have the Strong Openweight Tag Titles on the line. We had champions West Coast Wrecking Crew, Droll Nelson, and Royce Isaac taking on Roppongi Revice, Rocky Romero, and Yo. Now, the Wrecking Crews only had the titles 27 days. Typically, these New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Titles, the champions have the titles a lot longer than that. If you look back at the history, the first champion, Aussie Open, had 76 days. Aussie Open had a 36-day run. Bishman had a 30-day run. So 29 TMDK. I guess they've had some shorter runs. The last run was Grizzled Young Veterans, had it for 37 days. So yeah, I could actually see this one changing. So I might actually change my pick. So as I kind of look a little closer at some of the history of this, I just kind of looked at the TMDK run at 152, and then the Girls of Destiny at 186, and just kind of looking at the higher end ones. But yeah, there's been a lot of the lower ones, and the fact that the Girls of Young Veterans had it for 37, and before that, Gorillas had 29. So yeah, I got Roppongi Revice winning these titles here. I could be wrong, but that's fine. Throughout the Wrestle Kingdom weekend, I was, where was I on those numbers, on those picks? I was 68% for both shows. So, fairly accurate, but it's kind of fun to do some of these kind of previews and picks of what's going to happen and see what actually does happen. So I actually got Roppongi Revice winning the Strong Openweight Tag titles. Changing on the fly. So next up we have the Strong Openweight Championship. We have champion Gabe Kidd versus Tomohiro Ishii. Gabe Kidd has held his title 245 days. Let's set that aside. Ishii and Kidd had two of the best matches of 2025 already. Kidd versus Omega. Ishii versus Takeshita. So, both these guys lost Wrestle Kingdom weekend. Both of these guys put on banger of matches. Let's look and see what bangers they were. So, at Wrestle Dynasty, Takeshita and Ishii, I give it 4.5. Omega Kid, I give 4 3/4. So both these guys have had 4.5 and 4 3/4 star match against other opponents. Now, was it only Omega that did that match with Kid? No. Was it only Takeshita that did the match with Ishii? No. Gabe Kidd, one adage in pro wrestling that a lot of people say is you can get over without going over. Going over, you get the victory. Get over, the crowd understands, hey, you're damn good. Gabe Kidd got over against Kenny Omega. Omega went over. Kidd got over. To the people that didn't know him, I know how good Gabriel Kidd is. I've watched Gabriel Kidd since 2018. That match against Omega put Kidd at another level. Gabe Kidd could main event Wrestle Kingdom next year, and he should for the IWGP World Title. Tomohiro Ishii has always been damn good. But the match he had against Takeshita, he was, in my mind, he was over. So he got over even more. So these two could go out there and put on a hell of a banger. I got Gabe Kidd retaining this. I don't think somebody like Gabe Kidd, 2018, he was in Europe doing stuff with Defiant Wrestling and all that. Went to the New Japan Dojo, relearned everything, and built himself back up in New Japan. You don't take a kid coming off a match against Kenny Omega and make him lose to Tomohiro Ishii and lose the title. No. You go out there and have a banger of a match, and you let Kidd go over now because he's already got over. So I got Gabe Kidd retaining his Strong Openweight title. Next up, we have an 8-woman tag match with Viva Van teaming up with Express, Nexus Venus, which is HANAKO, Malik, and Mina Shirakawa, taking on NJ, Trish, Adora, Azem, and Johnnie Robbie. I think you have I'm going to call them the AEW team, because NJ, Trish, Adora both work at AEW. Johnnie Robbie, I've seen her a few other places, and Azem, I've seen her all over the place. So I think you have more of the face team winning this match. And so I got Anna Jay, Trish Adora, Azem, and Johnnie Robbie winning this. That leads us to our main event for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Title, champion El Desperado versus Taiji Ishimori. Now, was it Near's Dash? Is that where that tag match was? No, Near's Dash, Desperado, and it was Wrestle Dynasty. It was Wrestle Dynasty where that happened, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Wrestle Dynasty in the Lucha Gauntlet match. I gave 4-star too, that Taiji Ishimori pinned El Desperado. Because if you remember that match, when Desperado came out 8th, everybody kind of ganged up on him. And Ishimori got the pin, and that's what led to this title match. Now, for the last 2 years, El Desperado has won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title at Wrestle Kingdom. He's only had it a week now, 6 days. But his last 2 reigns, 50 days and 19 days. The fact that Taiji Ishimori beat him on the gauntlet match, pinned him, I honestly think this is a way to transition that title over to Ishimori. I could definitely see it because he's part of the Bullet Club, War Dogs. So, I have Taiji Ishimori winning this. I don't think you would book it where Ishimori gets to clean pin on Desperado in a gauntlet just to have him lose to Desperado in this match. I think that was more of the transition period. Because if you look at this IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, yeah, we've had Hiromu Takahashi hold it from Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom. That's happened. We've also had 19-day Desperado beat Show so like this past year, El Desperado won it at Wrestle Kingdom, took it from Hiromu, who held it for a year. Show beat him February 23rd at New Beginning in Sapporo. Show lost it at New Japan Soul Night 1. And Doki took it from Desperado 19 days later at New Japan Soul Night 7. So you've had short title reigns before. Yeah, this is a week. So it's like, is a week something they would do? If you look back at the history of this title, which goes back to 1986, Juventud Guerrero, this is the example I used, in 1999, won it on Nitro and lost it 7 days later. And then El Desperado get the shortest piece on that 19. Ospreay is at 27, Owen Hart is at 28, Loki at 34. So it wouldn't be out of anything that's ever happened before for El Desperado to lose it here. So I'm going to pick Taiji Ishimori to beat El Desperado for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title here. So I got Fred Rosser and Matt Vandagriff winning. I got House of Torture and Sumie Sakai's last match winning. I got Zack Sabre Jr. winning the trilogy over HANAKO. I got Roppongi Revice winning the Strong Openweight tag titles. I got Gabe Kidd retaining the Strong Openweight world title. I got Konosuke Takeshita retaining his number one openweight title, which he also has the AEW International title, beating Kushida. I don't think he loses that for a while. I think that goes on the Forbidden Door. I think at Forbidden Door it might be title versus title. And then I have Anna Jay, Trish Adora, Azam, and Johnnie Robbie winning the women tag. And then leaving the show with Taiji Ishimori walking out the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the next few days. And once this show is over tonight, it'll probably be Monday-ish before the review is up. And we'll go ahead and review it just like we did Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, and as many shows as we can here in 2025. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel contact from the independent scene to the main event of WrestleMania.